My name is Jeanette Gale Francis and I'm a victim of politically motivated crime in Australia. That includes implanting me with illegal implants that include active vibrating implants, obviously to monitor and track me. It's not a crazy thing I'm saying, it's a reality. This is what our government can and do. These are the cables in my lips. You see that? There, it's usually covered with silicone and I've had to squish it apart. It's been illegal silicone. Legal silicone was implanted in my face as well, like through injection, obviously. And that was to make me look like someone else, which is on my website. And this was injected through puncture wounds in the corner of my mouth in about 1998, I think it was. And they've done it top and bottom lip. You can see the implant cable there. You can see it moves. The bottom lip's still full of silicone. Yeah, it's really full of silicone. You can see the yellow spots in there. Well, I can. You might not be able to, but that's an illegal implant. Very clear, and that's the government have been hiding. These implants in my face, they're all over. I've got them in my forehead as well. They've put a hole in here, and I actually woke up with a puncture wound here where they put illegal implants in there, and they vibrate now. I can feel them tapping and vibrating. And there's evidence of them being there in MRI, but the medical community in Australia are participating with the government by covering up these illegal implants. And most of them, from what I can gather, is they're using them to brainwash a lot of people. And I know this sounds conspiracy theorist, but I've got the evidence it's a conspiracy fact. I've got the legal implant in my left ear that's seen in MRI, and they haven't reported it in the report at all, even when it had an infection around it in 2006. It was discovered in 2012, not discovered, but it was seen in 2012 in MRI. And the fact that my skin sagged now from all the injections of the legal implants, because I'm 67, and the fact that that's all sagged now, they say that's because I'm a drug addict and alcoholic, and that's bullshit. I don't even drink. Well, I do very, very rarely, but not that often, and I don't take drugs. This is from the stretching through the illegal implants in my face, like the silicone illegal implants. And it's migrated down into my throat here, and that herniates when I yawn through up underneath whatever's in there when I yawn. It's very painful. They don't care. They want me to die. I woke up this morning about 5 o'clock. Well, that's when they start to vibrate me, and my lips vibrate, and it vibrates down my throat and vibrates down my spine. I can imagine that it's vibrating in my throat because it's vibrating in the back of my spine. I don't know, there might be two. Wouldn't have a clue. But it vibrates in my throat. There's an illegal implant in my jaw here that went in 2002 that assists with the vibrating in my lips. What can I say? I've tried to get these recognised. I've tried the government to do the right thing, but they won't. Instead of saying the implant's illegal or anything else, they say the implants don't exist. Well, clearly you can see that does exist. You can see the other ones in my hands and my legs do exist. I've shown them to you. I've shown them to the government, and all they do is try and get me incarcerated illegally under the Mental Health Act. I'm perfectly sane. That's the problem that they're facing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with me psychologically, and I'm stronger than all of them, proven by the fact that three governments, the federal government, the New South Wales and the South Australia government have all tried to harm me and defame me and failed. So they just blocked my access on the internet and restrict my communications with the rest of the world, because that's what scum they are. That's the Australian way to be a scumbag. This isn't easy to do. This is an illegal implant in my foot. So that there, that's a cable. I'll move my foot and I'll touch it with my finger. Try the biro. That's it there. See it moving there. Goes all the way down here. See, it goes down there. Goes down to my big toe. I find them because they cause an irritation to me. They itch something disgusting. So that goes all the way up. I've got the camera still, so I'm not going to show you all the way up my leg, but it goes up my leg. Right, that's going up my leg. I'll show you the foot in a second. It goes, that's the cable. That's the lumpy bit. That is the cable, right? I'll angle the camera if I can. I may not see it easy. That's the cable. Itches like crap. I'll just turn a torch on and show you my foot. You see, that's the part. Oh, hang on. To the right, there, that's the part that moves down to your foot, whatever that is. I'm not a doctor, I don't know. And the cable's over here. To the left, this is my left foot. That's the part that controls your foot movement. And there's the cable there, right? Now I'll try and pan out. I can't guarantee I'll be able to see what's going on. There's my foot. So that's my foot. I think you can see it. I can't see a bloody thing. That's where one of the implants are. It goes to my big toe. It causes quite a lot of pain and discomfort. And the bastards who put this in here need to be in prison as bloody fucking terrorists. You hear that, Prime Minister? And so the writing's not for me to know which is my left hand. It's for you to see it's my left hand. You'll see these two lines here. They are just showing basically where the implant cable is. It's a thin one, a bit thicker than the lines themselves, but it's in the middle there. That's a scar that's a burn scar. I don't know if you can see that in there, but I can see it and I know it's there. Burn scars here. There's burn scars all around, and a little later I'll show you the entire scar in a different light, but right now I'm just showing you the cable. This is just a little metal thing. I'll poke the cable here and you'll see it move along the length of it. You see it move up there. If you look carefully, you can see it move up there. Pretty sure you can see that in the light. I think it's getting crushed under here. That's when I'm not holding the skin, it's not very good, right? So if I try and get it tight, you can see the cable just there. Can you see that moving? I can see it moving, and I've got poor eyesight. There it is, right there. The more I rub the skin, the redder it gets. But that's where, right there, that's the outside of it. If you follow it up, you can see it up here. You can see it moving there. I'll see if I can get it down here. That might go underneath that little, whatever that is, seems to go under that. There it is there. It's over the top of the blood veins. There are the blood veins there. It's over the top. You see it going up there. See it moving? Flick, 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 flick. Okay, that's an implant cable. Oh, I hope that was in sight. I'll do that again, just in case. It goes all the way up there. See it moving. If you can see a better angle. That's probably a bit worse. See it flicking up there. Flick, flick, flick. See? Flick, flick, flick. Okay, that's my left hand. Implant cable, that's one. it actually wraps around my arm. If I can, it wraps, it comes down here, wraps around underneath, and it seems to come up over here, and then it goes up my arm. And I've forgotten exactly where it goes, but it wraps around this knuckle here. It's really sadistic how they've done it, and that's my dislocated thumb there. They've dislocated my thumb to give me more pain. And here is another cable. It might be the same cable, but anyway, that one goes up into there. So I don't know if it's the same cable or a different cable. But that one goes up into the hand. This one comes there. They might have divided it. The heavens knows there's a lot of scars on my hand where they could have gone in and super glued it up. So, and I just find a little crusty mark on my hand. So I'll show you that one in a minute, and then I'll show you the scar there in a different light. You'll be able to see that better. You can actually see the scar there now, but I'll show you in a different light in a second. This one's to show the scarring from the illegal implant that I just showed you between the lines, different angle. There's one of the big scars. That's a huge scar. See that? So I feel that burning. That's how I find these things. I feel it burning. And that's, as I've said before, and that's one big scar. There's more on the hands, but that's one big scar. That's compliments of the New South Wales Police Department. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wonderful. This is another implant cable here. It's a bit difficult for me to get here, but where it's red there, it's where I've been rubbing because I could feel it there. It's in between the two lines. It's under, battling some cables here. It's very thin. It's right there. You probably can't see it. It's a little bit further under than just, it's right there. It's a bit further under the skin than a lot of them. I feel it when I've got my hand up to my chin. That's how I know where it is. It's right there. It's very small, very thin, not much thicker than the width of the biro line. But it's like, I'm just trying to get my hand taut so I can find it easy for you to see. There's a burn mark there. Don't know. I have to keep looking to make sure it's in. You can see it move here. Moving there. That's the cable. See that moving there? I'll try and get it closer, see if you can see it better. Yeah, so anyway, there it is. Goes down into my hand. There's another lot of implant cables in my hands. In this area, you'll see the circular marks. If you can see the light very well, I can't see the camera because I'm contorting myself down here. It's between the cable, the cable is between the two lines. And it's on my right hand, so it's hard for me to do this. It's in there, very fine like the other one, so I can't stretch my old skin very well. Try that way. There it is. Over there, that's the bone. It's over the top of it. Goes up there. If I had a decent, it's in there, I can feel it there. I had decent people in radiology who didn't sell their soul to the government, terrorists, I'd be able to get these out. You can see the scars here. That's also from the cable, like other cables, other implants. That there, that right, it's how it's like a white mark. That's what those scars, it's the burn scars from the microwaves accessing my skin to get to the implants. They're all over me, head to toe. And I know they're burn scars because I've seen when they're impacted with the microwaves, I see little puffs of smoke coming from my skin. I saw the first one that I noticed was when I was driving, because my hand was right in front of my face. Parasitic, sadistic, fucking terrorists.